Okay guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another news-related video for you guys. This is a big one here. Not a super big one, but this is kind of a serious thing here. The Walt Disney Company is now laying off more of their employees. Yep, they're going to be laying off more of their employees. So I'm going to be talking about that in this video. But if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. You guys can, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. There is where I post things sometimes. Well, I've been wanting to post things on Twitter, but I haven't really got around to that, or I'm sorry, X. I prefer it being called Twitter. I think X is kind of a downgrade, but just so people kind of know where to follow me, if people want to look it up. I'm on there too, Also, if you guys don't like me talking about news stuff, as usual, you guys can, click off the video, because I know some people in the past have gotten kind of mad about this, like getting recommended this stuff. I'm like, you don't have to watch the video. That's why I make, reviews and all that too on my channel. That, and I kind of don't like talking about this stuff either, but I kind of want to throw my opinion out here too, so, yeah, I figured I'll talk about it. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and actually talk about this. So apparently, earlier this week, I don't remember what day it was exactly, but apparently, the Walt Disney Company announced that they are now going to be laying off a ton of people from, like, ABC News and all that, or I don't know if it's just the news part or if it's ABC in general. But they are going to be laying off a crap ton of people. A crap ton of people. That's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be laying off a crap ton of people and all that. And I'm going to say right now, personally, I'm not very happy that ABC News is kind of... I mean, I don't like Donald Trump. I've already said that. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't really like Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. The reason why I voted for Donald Trump was because I'm like, do I rather deal with the crap we're dealing with now, or would I rather take a chance, a risk, and things get better? That, and I kind of wanted my dad to be off my back, because, I still live with my dad, it's no big deal. A lot of people, when they're older, live with their parents still, it's getting harder and harder to actually get a job. Even under Trump, like, my cousin Taylor lived with her mom and all that before, which is my aunt, before she, like, got her own place and all that, so it's not unusual, but I didn't want to listen to him and all, with Donald Trump and all that. He's like if I don't vote for, this person, I can't have my own opinion and all that, and I kind of hate that, so I was just like, I know it's stupid, I know it's a stupid thing to say, but I'm like, when you live in a house with somebody, it's kind of a little bit different. It's hard to explain, but, I mean, I made the choice. He didn't make the choice. I made the choice. Even though he's a big, he's not a big Trump guy. He also has his disagreements with Trump, too, but he's a very big, person with that, and all. But I made my own choice, so I don't want people to think that I voted for it because he did. I made it because... Especially after the whole thing with Kamala Harris and all, saying, oh, the economy is much better and all that, and it's not, prices were going up, and as we're seeing right now for the effects, a lot of these businesses are going bankrupt and all that, and some of the businesses that are doing well are getting, are actually shutting stores down, so clearly the economy is not very good. It is not good. I'm sorry. It is not good, and, I mean, yeah, Trump did not handle COVID very well, but it's not very well, and then I think actually I've heard, I'm hoping this isn't true, but I heard Macy's might be going out of business now too, and I'm really hoping they're not, because not only they're a nice looking store, I like their, their stores, I've been into some, not very familiar with the people, but I've been, inside their stores, they don't look too bad. Not to mention they're partnered up with Toys R Us, so I don't know if they go under, Toys R Us will go under too, I don't really know. I mean, I know people said there was problems with Toys R Us, but I'm like, I get what they're saying. Toys R Us kind of screwed over their employees, and then like in like a few months they were announced they were opening them back up again and all that. Like the way they handled it kind of felt kind of strange and forced. I guess they wanted to close all the stores down maybe to like, they wanted to close them all down to like start back over. But I'm like, that was like a couple months later after they announced it, and all. Like, I thought they were actually finished, but they were not. So I don't know, but I'm just like, if Macy's goes under, they go under. But that's the problem. A lot of businesses are going under and all that, and that was part of Trump's, handle of the COVID. Like, he should have made, the companies and all that, like, have money and all that backup money. Maybe not the studios here, like, in Hollywood, because I don't think they were affected as well, but, like, a lot of these restaurants and stores were affected very badly by COVID. Some of them didn't open until later. And all that, and then we had, Joe Biden in there and all that, like, he made things worse, and all, with the price hikes and all, they kept going up. Like, since Trump's been in office, actually, prices have started going down. Like, I've been noticing that, like, they've been going down. But I also been hearing some stories about some stuff, across the seas and all that with him and all, which I'm hoping doesn't lead to a war, but honestly, at this point, we're kind of in a war anyway, and that's kind of civil war. And you might be thinking, where's all this stuff coming from? Like, why am I talking about politics? I should be talking about Disney. That's kind of where I want to talk about this. So with ABC News and all, ABC News, CNN and all that, they were like, trashing on Trump and all that, and like kind of praising Kamala Harris. I didn't watch the whole debate on that, but I watched the debate on freaking, on that whole, like, thing with Biden, and it was fucking horrible to watch. Like, it was just fucking horrible to watch. And also, they were asking, they weren't even asking the same questions for both sides. They were just asking, like, one question for one person and the other. Sometimes they will, but a lot of times they were just asking each person different questions and all that. Hell, Donald Trump didn't even look like he wanted to be there. But to be fair, he's kind of a grumpy old man. He's grumpy. Like, he is very grumpy. Yeah, I'll say he's a stubborn man. He's very grumpy and all that, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna ask questions, I need to do it on both sides. But that's the problem with these news outlets and all. They were doing this shit and all that, and not to mention, like, I can have confirmed this. They were actually like hiding the debate numbers when Biden was in office. I don't know about Kamala Harris, but when Biden was in office, like on Fox News, they were like showing the debates. But on CNN and ABC News, they hid the fucking debates. They hid it. Because Trump clearly won that. Trump clearly won, because Biden clearly was not there. He was not mentally stable to be doing that. I don't really want to make fun of the guy. I mean, I've heard people say some bad things about him, but still, I don't want to make fun of a guy that has dementia, but he definitely had dementia and all that, and that's kind of the problem. They hid that crap and all that, and it's kind of led to this, kind of like, like I said, it's led to, these news outlets getting in very big trouble for it, because they was go and censor people and all that, and, and all that. And that's kind of where we're having the problem with Disney right here. CNN's not, I think CNN's pretty much dead. And then, we got the Walt Disney Company here, who, by the way, owns ABC, and all that. They own ABC, they own a lot of shit. But ABC is one of their big things because, not only they got the channel, but they got, all the shows on it, where they got, like, the news, thing and all that. And then they got the Oscars and all that. They got all that stuff. That's big stuff. Unfortunately, even the Oscars are not performing very well. They're not. I mean, I don't know when the last time a lot of people watched them. Like, I don't see a lot of people talking about them anymore. I think people are just fucking done. I see people kind of talk about them. Like, I've heard last year they weren't too bad, but a lot of people are just not talking about the Oscars anymore, and that's the problem. That's not doing well. Then we got ABC News here and all that, doing all this crap and all that. Like, if you guys don't like Donald Trump, that's fine too, but you guys don't need to be, like, trashing on, him and, like, and all that, and, like, doing all this crap. Like you know, I mean, like just fucking tell the news, but like the weather and all. Like, you don't need to like do all this, you know, and all this. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I think it's just ridiculous what they were doing and all. And I mean, I get they were part of the debate, but still, I mean, it's not like they should have got involved that much with it, you know. It's because clearly they do not like Trump, you know. They do not like Trump, but what's happening here though is now that all this is kind of happening and all that, they're basically, so Disney is, as we know, as a company, they're losing a shit ton of money. Actually, their stock is going down. Let's see if I get to the stock real quick. Hang on, I'm gonna go pause this real. Okay, there's the stock. See that? It's at 105, and it dropped like 3%. There's something weird going on with the stock, because it seems to be kind of going up and then it's dropping back down. Either somebody's fudging with the numbers, or or there's some people like possibly in the company buying up stock to make it look like it's doing very good, but that's not very good. I mean, it's definitely not as bad as it was before Bob Iger came back. But honestly, again, people were probably looking forward to Bob Iger coming back because of Chapek, but like I said before, Chapek was there for like 2 years. The guy wasn't there really long enough to do anything. I'm not saying he didn't say some stupid shit, but Iger out here has done some stupid shit too. I mean, he said some stuff too and all that, like, especially when he bought fucking Fox, and like, I don't know, it's just like, he's done some stupid shit. He said some stupid shit and all that, but I mean, he didn't go out there saying, animation was from kids and all that, but like, and some people out there were trashing on Chapek about like, and this part I don't really agree with people saying. I mean, the other thing I do, but like people were saying like he didn't know like when Disney came out and all that, so which probably may explain why maybe the 100th anniversary thing came out a year before the year Disney came out, because if you remember correctly, the intro was like, it was created under Chapek, who got fired from Disney, but I think it was a couple months. I can't remember. I think it was a couple months before he got fired. Or they say, he walked out. I think he got fired, and all. He got all. Because even they're going out there and trying to make it look like, again, Iger's the hero here, but he got out, he got fired and all, and we had the whole, and all, but we had that logo and all that. So, because I was looking at that, I'm like, that's just weird, because it wasn't, it wasn't 1922 when Disney was founded. It was 1923, so that might explain that. But again, just compared to all the shit, again, if they're trying to blame on Chapek, I'm like, Iger's right here, flat out doing it. He's not even hiding it, and all that. But what's happening here, though, is because the Disney company is losing, money, because number one, their streaming service, I guarantee, is not performing well. I mean, they're saying that they have 150, over 150 million subs. But I'm sorry, that is totally bullshit, because if they didn't have that, they wouldn't be fucking banking on it so much, trying to get people on the platform. Hell, I think they were actually the first ones to kind of cut their like streaming, their channels and all that. I mean, I think they're still available in America, but they started cutting them and all that. Not to mention in Australia, they fucking removed the damn, like, DVD section and all that, so people can't buy DVDs at the stores anymore. They were like the first ones to do that. And actually, the other studios aren't even really doing it that bad, I'm aware of. Hell, actually, Paramount and Warner Brothers are actually banking on it. They're like doubling and tripling down on the DVD stuff, because clearly it's not doing very good. But then we got Disney out here fucking acquiring, more shit. Like, look, they fucking acquired, what was it? Rumble? Was it Rumble TV? Or, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was Rumble TV. We'll just call it Rumble TV. I already forgot what it was called. Oh, no, not Rumble. Sorry, not Rumble TV. I'm thinking of a website. No. It was Fubo TV. Sorry, Fubo TV. Sorry, I got it mixed up there. There's a lot of freaking websites. There's a lot of streaming services, a lot of websites out there, but they fucking acquired it. Now, honestly, they don't own all of it, but they pretty much acquire most of it. Because again, they're clearly not performing. The platform is clearly not performing. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. They're not performing. They're they're not making profit. They're trying to make it look like they are, but if they weren't what they were, they wouldn't be trying to like bank down on this stuff. And, because Iger's out there fucking overspending on shit and acquiring shit, it's going to affect the employees. And I want to state, I don't know if I stated this at the beginning of the video, but not everybody, I don't think everybody at ABC News or ABC, in general is bad. I don't think that about any part of the company, I'm sure there's good people working there. The problem is again, because Iger is fucking, out there overspending on shit, that's affecting, the employees. The employees are losing their jobs because the Disney Company has to keep, laying off people. The problem is, as I stated before, they're going to eventually hit a ceiling and they're not going to have anybody else to fire. And that's going to be the problem. Like, where are they going to cut costs from there? That's the problem, they keep doing that. And it's just annoying. It's sad. It's fucking annoying. Like, I mean, again, this is Iger. Iger keeps doing this shit. And again, people were like, Iger's coming back. Iger's going to be the savior of Disney. It's all Chapek's fault. But here we are, and fucking Iger is just fucking ruining the damn company. And you can say, too, he's walking back, like, the woke stuff and all that. But remember, Chapek said that, too. So some of these movies that came out and some of the shows could have been under him, we don't know. Because, I heard rumors about them, redoing Inside Out too. But that still would have taken a couple years to make, because they would have had to redo the script and all that, and had to correct the animation. And I'll say Inside Out 2 looks really good. So it feels like, it wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have rushed the animation. So I feel like it was already being worked on before that. Same with Deadpool Wolverine, that was under Chapek. It was greenlit, I think it was, I've been hearing it was greenlit under 20th Century Fox. When that Disney acquired, they canceled the film, or tried to, I think, but they didn't, and all that, and then they kind of just continued on, but that's the problem, though. They keep doing this shit and all that, and that's the problem. And Iger, like I said, Iger's not the hero. Iger's causing so much shit. Remember Michael Eisner? Remember all the crap that Michael Eisner did? He got fucking kicked out of the damn company. That's what Iger's doing way worse than Michael Eisner did. Michael Eisner, at least there were movies that were making bank under him, they weren't performing super well, but they were still making bank. Now a lot of the movies that are coming out, Iger doesn't even care about. He doesn't, care about it at all, Like, he doesn't even care about it, And that's just frustrating. I'm sorry. It is just freaking frustrating. I cannot stand it, And that's the problem. He keeps laying off people. Oh, and I forgot. I haven't mentioned this yet. I was actually going to make a video about this, but I figured I'll talk about it here. About Disney Plus. Yeah, speaking of Disney Plus, Iger is going out there and trying to, get rid of all this, shit. He's trying to, cancel all these shows and all that. Apparently the Princess and the Frog show got canceled. I actually thought it already came out. Because that show was actually greenlit a few years ago. So it was probably almost finished and it got canceled. Now, whether if it would have been good or not, we don't know. I will say, I think Tiana's design looked a little bit off, but I don't know if it would have been good or not. I've been hearing people saying it could have been made, for the Tiana, ride and all at the theme parks, the one that they got rid of, because that was Splash Mountain. They got rid of that. They were talking about doing that for years, and then they finally did it. They canceled that, and I hear they're canceling a lot of other shows too. So clearly something's going on, because again, if things were going really good, then why are they making, they're cutting cost? Why are they trying so hard to get people to fucking subscribe to their platform? Why are they doing that? Because they keep doing this shit. They keep, trying to, again, they're trying to, cause all this, and it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. I don't think their platforms are gonna ever be good. I think eventually they're gonna probably realize that they probably would have been better off, going, just staying on Netflix or somewhere else, and not even have this. Because this is what's gonna happen. I gotta keep, spending money on it. You gotta keep spending money on this stuff, trying to get it to work. It's not gonna work. because a lot of people are just fed up with this company. You know, a lot of people do not like the Disney Company anymore. A lot of people hate it. You know, they hate the company. You know, and I'm somebody who hates it too. I hate what it's become and all that. But that's the problem. It's been getting bad like this for over a decade. You know, you couldn't really see it because they made some stupid decisions in the past, but you can kind of see it started getting bad and all after like I think it started to get like it was very noticeable. It was getting bad, you know, when they started making this, you know, those Star Wars, you know, sequel trilogy and all that, and they started shitting on, you know, the fans and all that, you know, like, and I mean, again, that's not really the main part of Disney, but that is a big part of Disney, you know, and then the whole stabbing George Lucas in the back too, that was a thing too that happened. So clearly, you know, people were kind of pissed about that. I mean, they probably didn't think much of it then, but, you know, you could start seeing that it's starting to go downhill. But I've kind of seen this crap go downhill before, you know, Disney got to this point. I started seeing it, you know, I started seeing kind of what they were becoming, you know. But that's the problem, that they keep, you know, they're trying to, like, you know, cut cost and all that. They're trying to, like, you know, make things work. It's not gonna work. They need to fucking go in there and sell some of this shit off. They don't fucking need all this shit. They need to sell some of it off. They need to, like, you know, stop trying to appeal to a certain audience. Just make, you know, make good stuff, you know, make good stuff. Like, you don't need to, just make good storytelling. You don't need to pin on an audience, you know. That's how some of these other shows did, you know, like they did very good, you know. Like, you know, we're talking about the whole LGBTQ stuff. Some of these shows actually did very well. Like, even Disney, some of them did very well. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that probably weren't watching it, you know, because of LGBTQ, but most people did, you know, and it's not just LGBTQ, it's, you know, a certain, you know, like, they had certain, like, you know, race characters are, you know, strong female characters, but they wrote them and made them work. The problem is, and they don't know how to tell a damn story anymore either, so that shit's not going very well either, and the problem is, I know they're cutting back all that stuff. Like I said, they're cutting back that, you know, whole, you know, LGBTQ stuff. The problem is, it sounds like they're just going to get rid of it in the films. And as I stated before, that's not going to help because they need to actually just tell damn stories, not like appeal to a certain, you know, demographic. They need to actually tell actual stories, you know. I mean, if they want to throw a message in there, that's fine, but they don't need to, like, shove it down people's throats, and that's the problem, you know. Speaking of that, I want to get off topic here real quick, because I thought about making a video about this, but I'm like, I kind of want to just talk about it in this video, since I'm already talking about it. So you guys know the whole, you know, the Shrek movie, like the Shrek 5 movie? So apparently there's people out there saying that Felicia, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen or a lot of people have seen the, you know, the Shrek 5 teaser trailer, which I've talked about before. I didn't like it. I made a video on it. People are out there trying to say that it's, you know, it's trans and all that, or this. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, she has different colored eyes, but it's probably an animation error and all. So you got people out here kind of doing that shit too on the internet and all. Like I said, I don't agree. I want to say this. I don't agree with any side. I kind of think both sides with this kind of crap is just getting old. Like I said, they just need to tell good stories. They shouldn't care about what people say, you know, just make good stories. I mean, I get you want to make money, but it doesn't mean you can't tell good stories too, you know? That's what Walt Disney did. I'll say that. That's what Walt Disney did. He told good stories. Yeah, I will say sometimes I think he went a little too far maybe with some of his stuff is what I've heard. I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but I'm just going off what people have said. You know, but I think I've heard people say too his films are really good. But sometimes he would go a little too far, but he still was managed to tell some good stories. I mean, I've seen some of these movies, but not for a long time, you know. But I'm just saying to you, like I said, you know, you can tell good stories. You can put this stuff in here, but tell good stories. You don't need to, like, again, focus on one demographic or the other. And that's kind of the problem. I mean, we got people out there too that are bad with the trans too. Like, people are just accusing everything's got to be trans, you know. You know, trans or LGBTQ or this or that. I'm like, they don't have to be. Like I said, they could just be telling good stories. You know, I mean, we've had you know, a whole thing about like. Well, we've had a whole thing, you know, with Luca, too, and Luca came out, people were just immediately assuming that it was gay, freaking out, and I'm like, or just trying to, like, pair him up or something, I don't know what was going on, But that film ended up just being, just typical friends. They were just friends. They were not dating. They were not gay, And that's the problem, too. And that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't appeal to a certain demographic. Because, like I said, both sides have got their issues. Like I said, I voted for certain... I voted for one president, but that doesn't mean I agree with things he said. But, like I said, I don't think he's going to go attacking... I don't think he's going to, I don't think he's gonna go directly attacking, trans and all that, people. I don't think he's gonna do that, I think he's gonna probably, I don't know if he'll agree with this stuff, but I don't think he'll go and attack him, either. But then we got, like I said, we got, social media. Again, that's the problem with social media, it's gotten so bad, we gotta have, I've been on, Blue Sky and Facebook. Blue Sky is very far left. Facebook is, going very far right. So Facebook's on there, trashing, LGBTQ and all that. And, Blue Sky is, on there, defending it, but, also trashing other people. So it's, again, people just can't get along. And that's kind of the problem to today's society, that's just kind of, it's been like that forever, but... I'm just like I said, that's kind of where the whole, the Walt Disney Company, comes into, like I said, they just need to tell good stories. Just tell good stories, just stop spending on shit, overspending on shit. Cut Disney Plus, just go back to, putting your shit on Netflix. Make good stories, bring back hand-drawn animation. They can do that. Bring back hand-drawn animation. Get fans what they actually want. Like I said, you're gonna have a certain demographic that doesn't like certain stuff, but that's okay. As long as they're telling good stories. That's the only thing. If they're telling good stories, then it'll be okay. The problem is they don't want to tell good stories, and that's the problem. They want to appeal to a certain demographic, like I said, and that's affecting them. And like I said, them overspending on shit, too, is not going to help. And, yeah, I have a feeling, too, like I said, this company, I think this company is definitely going to fail. I really hate to say it. I have a hunch that they might get sold off to, I think they might get sold off to another company. But still, it would take a lot of damage control to fix what has happened here. There's too many, heads up of the companies. Each board has a a CEO or a president, that's got problems. Lucasfilm's got Kathleen Kennedy, we got Marvel has, they have Kevin Feige, then you've got Disney has, their own, I don't know about Pixar, I think they might still be okay, but then we have, I think we've had some problems with the ABC, side and all that, which I don't know if that would be kind of a studio. Well, I guess it is a studio. It is technically it's a channel, but a studio. It's not really a movie studio. It's just it's a studio. But then we have the stuff on with 20th Century Fox and all that too. Our studios. Again, that like I said, it can be that. I think that one. I haven't heard as much drama with that one, but honestly, I don't even think they even know what they're doing with that. Like I've said too, if they want to cut cost, they should just sell some of this shit off too, instead of laying off your employees. Because like I said, eventually you're gonna hit a ceiling. You're gonna hit a ceiling. You need to lay off people, make good shit again, and again, you want to cut costs, sell shit like that. Because yeah, I definitely don't think they know what they're doing with Fox. They have a bunch of IP that they're just sitting on. I don't think they know what the hell they're doing with it. They could sell it off. Or they can sell off pieces of it, to different companies, I don't know. They don't really need all of Fox, so they really don't. They should have never acquired it. Acquiring it was not this. Definitely one of the big things that hurt them. I think it definitely took them into debt. But I keep saying that in my videos, but I'm just saying I'm just saying that's what they keep doing. They keep they want to know why they're losing money and all that. They could easily just sell shit off like that and just give it to another company, I don't think they need to sell it back to Ruben Moloch or whatever his name is. I think that's his name. But they need to the guy is almost 90, but actually I think is he 90? He's 80 or 90 years old. I don't know if I talked about this before, but something funny about him is you actually can't even tell what it looks like. He looks it's crazy. I'm not making fun of the guy, but I'm just Like, it's crazy how much different he looks than he was when he was younger. Like, you can't even tell it's the same person. Like, some of these actors, you can tell, who they look like. You can't even tell it's the same guy, which is really crazy. But yeah, he actually, owns, he actually owns and operates all that stuff too, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure if he was the founder of 20th Century Fox, or or if he actually, became the CEO of it over time. I don't really know. Because technically the Fox part, or not the Fox, was it the Fox part? Yeah, the Fox part I think has been around, longer than that. But 20th Century Fox, that was kind of that thing that came in like that. I think the 40s, the 30s or 40s. I think it was the 40s. I guess it was pictures first, and then it was that. I think. No, it would have been in the 30s. But I think 40s when it became Fox. I can't remember. I'm not surprised that Disney did just call it 20th Century Pictures again. That could have been a big throwback. We could have actually seen the text in color. That would have been cool. Because they changed the studios because they didn't want to because they didn't own all Fox, but I think that would have been better that way. But I don't know. But yeah, I think they should just sell it off. They should. I don't think they need to sell it off to him, but they could sell it off to maybe Netflix could buy it. They could sell it to Netflix, or they could sell it to Apple or something. Because there was rumors Apple wanted to buy Disney. I don't know if that's still true, but I do have a feeling. Like I said, I have a feeling. Speaking of Fox, I do have a feeling Disney. I think it is doomed right now. I mean, I've been kind of going back and forth on this, but I don't know, they could end up getting saved, but again, as a company itself, to get saved, I would qualify getting saved by them actually fixing the company and making it magical again, or, whatever you want to call it, just making it better again, because if you just buy it and don't do anything of it, that's not really fixing it. I mean, you're saving it for bankruptcy, but you're not really fixing it, you need to actually fix it. But I'm actually looking at this now. This is a hunch. Like I said, this could not even happen, but this is a hunch. I have a feeling that Bob Iger right now, I've been hearing he might leave in 2026. But again, they keep saying he's going to leave, and then he's back. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, though, I have a feeling he's probably going to end up leaving anyway, because, Trump's in office. I don't think Iger likes Trump. Iger does not like Trump at all. A lot of people in Hollywood do not like him. I don't get why people are so against the guy. Well, I think I didn't know in the past, but now I think I know why. Because he's kind of he's going out there trying to stop this censoring crap. I've been hearing that he's going out there trying to stop this crap and all. And I think that's the problem. They don't want that. Because I will say this, I actually didn't notice, it was getting bad before it, but the censoring bullshit has gotten very bad since he left office. And now that he's back, it looks like it's kind of dying down again. So, I don't know, something definitely is going on. But I have a feeling he's probably going to end up leaving the company. Now, the thing is, he could probably put somebody in charge, which is a possibility too. The problem is, again, if they keep this route, they're going to go under. The company's going to go under. And like I said, everything they acquire, Fox, or studios, or what do you want to, we'll just call it their Fox assets they bought. Their Fox assets, Lucasfilm, ABC News, Hulu, all that shit they acquired will go under with them. All of it. All that shit will go under. Which would be very bad because, again, they own so much stuff, But what could end up happening, like I said, they could also go another route, and they could just end up selling it off to somebody else. Because that's what I think would happen with Fox. I think Ruby Roblox, or, again, I'm just going to hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm sure if I said it a few times, I could probably, get it right, but it's kind of a tongue twister for me. But I don't know, we'll say I think what happened with him and all, with Fox, is I think because a lot of this shit was not making bank. Have you noticed, before he sold it, you noticed a lot of these franchises they already ran courses. You notice that? Like Family Guy, The Simpsons, they ran their course. At least Disney, I will admit this, at least Disney's doing something with The Simpsons, but honestly, I don't even know if it's even worth it at this point. I feel like, I mean, The Simpsons, like, I mean, again, they could just sell it off to, like, it's not even really worth keeping just that, for the entire company. But he also had, like, a lot of these franchises, like, he had the Diary of Wimpy Kid movies, which I don't know if they actually ever, like, I don't know if they actually, that franchise actually, ever, like, got kind of worn out. But I do know Ice Age, Home Alone, those movies got very, tiresome after a while. I think I've heard, the Night in the Museum movies were kind of getting the same way. I actually was reading that they were only going to have 3 movies, and then, like, Disney wanted a 4th one, so they made it, like, anime. Surprisingly, they also used their logo, too. Like, I mean, it's a big surprise. They're like, again, that's the problem with Disney, too. I'm like, you're not even using the damn 20th Century Studios logo. Like, I don't understand, I don't understand that. Like, some of them, like, some films will use it, some of them won't. I don't know why they do it like that. That's just the way they design it. But what ends up happening, but basically what they could, the thing is that a lot of these franchises, again, were going under and all. They were getting or they were getting milked to death where they weren't really making any bank. So I think Rudolph Moloch, sold the company to Disney, or was going to sell it, like, because, Comcast was going to try to buy it too, and, Disney kind of, won the bid there. There's rumors that, again, Comcast kind of, baited them out of money on purpose, but I don't know if that would be true or not. I don't know if I think they were actually going to actually try to buy it, but I don't know. But, I mean, again, they are known as a studio that literally shits on Disney. They shit on Disney all the time. Like, I don't even, like, I was hearing in the past that they were actually very close, but honestly, I think that they were kind of shitting on them, and all that. Plus, they actually, when they were selling Hulu, the rest of Hulu to Disney, they were trying to get more money out of them. So clearly Comcast, Comcast slash Universal, because Universal is owned by Comcast, was trying to, again, buy out Disney. Buy out, Fox and all that. I think, or not buy out Fox, sorry, like, sell Hulu and all that to Disney. I think they were trying to get more money because, again, they were trying to run them out of money. But with Fox, I'm not really sure. I think they were actually going to try to buy Fox, and I think Fox probably would have been better off under Comcast. I think, honestly, I hate to say it, but I think I don't think it still would have been great, because I still think they'd be sitting on a bunch of stuff they don't know what to do with, but I think Blue Sky probably would have been better off under it, because Blue Sky would still be around and all that, and I'm sure they probably would still make Ice Age. I'm pretty sure they probably would, but I don't know. But honestly, they probably would been better off not buying it anyway. I think, honestly, they should. I don't know what company. Maybe they should have just had Netflix come and buy it or something. That probably would have been better. But I don't know. But the thing is, though, like, I think what's going to happen is, I said Disney's going to be in the same situation with Fox. I think they're going to be there because none of their shit's making bank either. Like, you think about it, like, they have all this shit here, and none of it's making bank. They have Hulu. Hulu is basically Disney Plus. They got Hulu, pretty much Disney Plus. Because I'm like, why do they even need it? Like, why do they even need to put, like, build Disney Plus? They wasted so much money on that when they could have just turned Hulu into Disney Plus, Like I said before, I think I said this at least. Wouldn't have liked them to remove the name and all that and get rid of Hulu completely, but at least, that way they wouldn't have blown so much money on, Disney Plus. Regardless, if I think they should have gone to Netflix, because that would have been probably just better to keep yourself on Netflix, but again, they were already acquiring that. And then, that's not really bank. Star Wars or Lucasfilm in general, that's not doing any good. They have a couple good shows here and there, but honestly, I think at this point, Marvel too. Marvel and Lucasfilm are companies they acquired. They're not making any bank. They're pretty much done. And ABC. I think ABC, is at least making some bank. I will say that our Oscars and news outlet, I think, they're both pretty much dead. I think the news outlet's definitely dead. And their other stuff, like I said, their Oscars are making probably a little bit of something, but I think people are pretty much just done with that. Their shows are actually, I think, where their money comes from, which is good. I could be wrong on that. I haven't really watched ABC News in a while, so I don't know what's on it. I'm just going off like ABC. That's the ABC News. I meant to say ABC Family. I don't know, but they have that. Their actual movie stuff is not doing well. It's not making any bank. It's not making any bank either. It's basically it's not making bank. It's basically going under. It's like, I mean, they're making a couple good movies here and there, but I think like even this year they look like they don't have anything really good coming out. Same with next year. Next year looks like the same way. I think they have like nothing really making bank. Pixar, I think Pixar's got a little bit more going for it, but even Pixar, I'm just like, I mean, Pixar, they have they have a movie coming out this year, but so far I've not seen any advertisements of it. I don't remember what it was called. It was called Elio, right? I heard some people saying it was boring, but it was original. It was an original movie. I think it's probably going to be I think it'll be like Elemental. I think it probably, for me at least, like it looks like something where it'd be okay. Like it wouldn't have done great, but it would have been okay. But then we had we have like the sequels coming out, like Toy Story 5 and all that, and I think that's not going to be very good. And Blue Sky is pretty much dead. I mean, well, not pretty much, it is dead. Sorry, oops, sorry guys. Didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. I dropped my phone. I had the case on it and still dropped it. My bad though. Sorry about that. Anywho, I was gonna say, they have Ice Age 5 coming out, but that's an existing Blue Sky property. Which, as I stated before, Blue Sky is basically what Pixar was pretty much gonna become. When Iger came in and bought Pixar out and shut down Circle 7 Animation, that's what that was gonna be. It was gonna just focus on the properties they owned, which would have been like 7 of them, right? 7 or 8. I don't no, it would have been 7. Yeah, I think 7 or 6. Because technically, I mean, I don't remember if it was like what their contract was. I don't know if they were going to go to Ratatouille or not. I don't remember. But they had like a deal for a certain amount of movies. They had a deal for a certain amount of movies and all that, and that's kind of what Blue Sky pretty much came. And Blue Sky doesn't have a lot. I mean, they have the 5 Ice Age movies, which would be 5 out of 13, and then they have the 2 Rio movies. So that'd be what I don't know how many that would be, because technically they don't even own the Peanuts movie. Actually, the Peanuts movie I think is being made under Apple TV. Yeah, the Peanuts movie is going to be made under Apple TV. So they're actually going to buy that. So basically, yeah, they pretty much have all this IP and all that. But like I said, it's like Fox was. It's like, they have all this shit here, but a lot of it's not making bank anymore. It was either it was milked to death, or they didn't know what the hell to do with it, so it pretty much just went under. And that's the problem. They have all this shit here, they don't know what to do with, and that's the problem. And I have a feeling, like I said, I'm hoping that they actually get bought out and actually get fixed. Because otherwise, like I said, they're gonna go under. Like I said, they're not too big to go under. I've told people this. People are like, Disney's too big to go under. Disney's got too much money. If they had too much money, they wouldn't be going out here, again, selling, or not, well, not selling, they wouldn't be going out here laying off all their employees and all. Like, they're going, like, they did this last year. They laid off a bunch of employees. They're trying to make their cutting costs and all that. They're because clearly the company is not doing very well. It's not doing well at all. It's doing bad. But the company itself is doing really bad, and that's the problem. It's doing very, very bad. So I don't know, but like I said though, I mean they could not get sold off to. They could, like I said, they could shut down, but I don't know. I have a hunch maybe they're probably gonna get sold off or something, because I don't know. That's the problem. A lot of their they own so much stuff. A lot of their stuff, if they go under, like I said, they'll go under with them, and that's a lot of properties. A lot of properties. And that wouldn't be very good. That'd be bad, you know? That'd be very, very bad, you know? But, I don't know. But we're gonna see where this goes with laying off and all that. Like, I'm not gonna be, you know, making videos on this every single time, but I had a lot to say in this video. As you guys can see, it's very long, you know, so I wanted to bring in, you know, like, other stuff I wanted to talk about, like, even the whole trans thing with the ogre thing, and all. I don't know if that's actually true. Like I said, we want to wait till the Shrek movie comes out, but I know people have been talking about that too, which kind of ties into the whole LGBTQ stuff with Disney and all that too, I mean, I don't think I have a problem with it being in the actual films and shows, but I don't like it being in every single film and show. Not to mention, you know, I feel like they should, you know, I mean, they shouldn't be banking on it so hard like they are. Like, I think they need to cut back, you know, focus on other stuff too, you know. But again, that's probably the least amount of worries. Like I said, they need to, like, course correct everything, and that's the problem. They've got a lot of stuff to do here, and I don't think they're gonna get it done. Not right now. I mean, maybe in the future, but not right now. But we'll see what happens. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get going now. See you guys later. Bye-bye.